Oh, good morning, y'all. It's Timothy. I was gonna make a very depressing video, and then I decided, nah, I'd rather just talk about how cute I am. Holy shit. I. You know how I said I wanted to have a glow up so I could just be like the hottest girl ever and just have a totally new life, unlike the recent trauma and suffering I had been to and just wanting to like embrace regal energy? Well, I did. I went out tonight. I got super cute, got my little fucking beautiful ruby and fancy little gemstone earrings on, got my big, luscious, juicy melons. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I want a little commotion for the dress. And a little commotion for the back of the dress. Look at that. Ah, whew. Yes, look at that. Oh my, damn! My back looks amazing! Ugh! 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 Sorry, I just turned myself on. I feel like I'm ovulating, but to myself. When I looked in the mirror earlier, I almost orgasmed. I want you to guess how many phone numbers I got tonight. A lot. I had a nigga touching on my necklace, which actually grossed me out. If you're a man and you're trying to flirt with me, and you're like, I'm gonna grab Timmy's fucking huge dangly necklace and ask where she bought it. Unless you're gonna buy me jewelry, don't touch my shit. Disgusting. Cause now here I am like, ew, I don't want to touch this because a gross light-skinned teenager who's 19 and still wanted to ask me for my number touched it. Ew, you might like if I, and if you're like, wow, you got the number of a 19-year-old, I'll put it this way: the odds of me fucking him were low, extremely low. It's just like, wait, no, I think I got his Instagram. Yeah, I got his Instagram. I was not gonna take that kid's number, but it's like if you wanna, it's like, hey, grab my Instagram. We could be a little social, just in case it's like I'm throwing an event or something and you wanna, make some conversation. That's fine with me. But ew, he touched my jewelry. Yuck! I don't know where your hands been. Also, when I got home, my hands had like a nasty layer of slime from all the niggas who kept trying to touch my hand. Ugh, and all the phones I had to touch from men. Ugh, the amount of phones I was touching today from men. Niggas were weird tonight. I had a nigga fully approach me and try to lie and say that he was related to David Diggs and that he wasn't listed on the producer credits of Blind Spotting to hide his identity and that he's secretly super loaded and all sorts of shit. And it's like, you fucking liar. Like, he was, you just could tell that he was this close to fully saying that he was David Diggs, but he just like, even then he was like trying to hide the producer credits and making up an excuse and then refused to give me his Instagram because he was like, oh well, they actually, the production company made me get rid of my social media because it was gonna be bad for my image. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Like, Alpha, and he kept saying I was the most beautiful woman he's ever seen in his life and shit. And it's like, we get it, nigga. We get it. I'm fine as fuck. I'll put it this way: men annoy me because I'm just saying. Like, the reason I gave that little 19-year-old my number is because he was at least respectful, in the most part. Did he touch my necklace to be a little flirty? Yeah. But you know what? It's not like he fucking did anything super bad. He just gently lifted it up and was like, ooh, where'd you get this? Ooh, like a little flirty. Harmless. He's a teenager. And it's like, you know what? At least he's not a 30-something-year-old man being like, you're the most beautiful woman on this planet. I'm gonna spit on your neck and tell you, oh no, and just, you know, at least he wasn't doing that. Oh my god, it was so funny. I don't know. God, where do I even start? The braids are cutting off circulation to my brain braids. My braids are cutting off circulation to my brain, by the way. So if I seem a little out of it, it's because I'm really fucking tired and sleepy and I'm up since 8 a.m. I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. I thought this was going to be one of those nights where I get drunk and black out and party until 2 a.m. I was at home around 9. I was like, it was such a finite amount of time outside. I had fun though. I lived it up. I hyped up cute fashion shows I stumbled upon. I saw many mutual friends. Belly danced at a drum circle. I had a sweet, pleasant night. But holy shit, niggas pissed me off. Because aside from the weird light skinned nigga who kept swearing he was related to David Diggs and that he's the actual true producer of Blind Spotting and that and that David Diggs didn't actually do shit and that he was the real producer and all this. Like, fuck you. And that guy, and he kept refusing my Instagram and kept trying to get me to save his number with his, and it's like, sir, he looked like Ice JJ Fish with ludicrous hair and not in a good way, or almost a good way. Like, you ever meet someone where they're chopped, but they're like, just because they're chopped doesn't mean they can't be like low key served. You know what I mean? It's like you're so close to being a snack, But sadly, inedible. Send it back to the kitchen. No, thank you. What else happened with him? Oh, the guy after him was a true menace. This was the, like, okay, actually, first I will say this. I went out with a platonic male friend tonight. Like, he has flirted with me passively before, but aside from, like, buying me a drink every now and then, like, maybe twice he's bought me a drink or something like that, no real moves have been made at all. And, like, most, like, if it was even at points where I had to tell him, come on, clap for the performance. Like, are you too good to clap? Let me hold your beer and let me help you out. And, like, joking around and shit. It was hella funny. Like, I'll put it this way. He just had, like, a very energy. And it's like, nigga, I came outside to turn the fuck up, and you wanna be all, ooh, I'm gonna watch these performers dance, and these models model, and I'm not gonna clap for any of them, and then we're gonna get to the drum circle, and I'm too cool to even sway my head, because I'm a cool dude. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. So, I danced my ass off. I had fun, all that. But it was funny, because when the creepy ass knockoff Great Value David Diggs did talk to me, he was like, yo, so this ain't your boyfriend, right? And I said, oh no, he's not my boyfriend at all. Like, the way I just saw my platonic male homie, who at that point I assumed was like still like at this point fully platonic because nothing else happened at all. At all. Nothing has happened at all. The way the light left his eyes, like he fully, you just saw him get kind of hurt, like a sad little puppy, like, oh, what? Like, that was news to him apparently. It's like, sir, I hate to break it to you. I fucking told you about a white man threatening to kill me and lynch me, and you didn't give a single shit. I told you. Actually, that's good enough. If you are the type of guy that's gonna date a black girl, and then you hear that a guy she was recently seeing that you knew about threatened to fucking murder her and call her slurs, and you don't show any fucks to give, you're definitely not gonna get dated by me. Also, he's poor. Like, admittedly. Like, also, he's the type of dude where it's like, if I say, I'm gonna check out this jewelry stand, and I'm trying on a $25 necklace, and you just, like, he didn't even do that thing where he just, like, politely lingered near me or anything. He just fucking took off, like, damn near 2 tables down with his dog. And it's like, I don't know how to say this. Not, it's like, that's not, it's like, yeah. No, thank you, nigga. You're like, just no. I don't like being around broke men, by the way, because then you gotta, it's just like, oh, okay. What do you wanna, like, sorry, real quick. I don't like doing things with broke men, especially if it's like the weird are we friends, are we dating stage. Cause then it's like, I don't want it to be the end of the night and then some niggas like, well, guess what? You paid for your own food. I did not buy you a drink. You were tried on a necklace, and I damn near like just waited politely down the block to avoid being near you as you tried it on. You know what? I'm gonna try to ask for a kiss. Don't you dare. I've told people this years ago. I've said it many times. If you're one of those people that swears to like me, you better show me from the fucking jump. If you're gonna be like, oh, like, I'll put it this way, because if you had feelings for me this whole time and you watch me pay for my own shit, you actually secretly hate me. And then if you want to do all that, like, yeah, imagine if a nigga's like, oh, okay, yeah, to me, I can pay for her own food. Oh, I'm not getting her a drink. Oh, that's a nice necklace. Not my business, though. I'm not gonna dance at any performance. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. And then eventually you want to be like, hey, Timidity, I've always had feelings for you. No, you have not. Be gone, thought. Get away from me. That rhymed. Amen. Oh, I'm so sleepy. God damn, I'm tired. But yeah, the way it's like, yeah, that's just how I feel. But either way, yeah, a million signs just point to that's not giving a guy who's trying to be a boyfriend. So it was just funny when I was like, oh yeah, he's not my boyfriend, he's just a friend. And then the way he just was like, he just like, oh, like he had a specific, like, sad, wide, like, what the fuck, I'm not kind of look in his face. And it's like, nigga, you're 40. Also, he's 40. Jesus Christ, you're 40. You're 40. Like, he could have easily said some shit like, ooh, I wanna be. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. Shooters shoot, losers lose. But yeah. Funny enough, as time went on, we walked away from the David Diggs guy and his friend. and we walk down the street, I immediately get hit on by another dude. And it's so fucking funny. Sorry, I'm gonna put on my earrings again just because I love the way they look with my outfit. Huh, but like the way, how do I sum this part up? This man approached me on some like, ooh, you're so gorgeous, you're so beautiful, da 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 da. And there's like some black guy who was like black, Dominican, and Puerto Rican and shit. So he had like all sorts of audacity in his system. And boy, oh boy, did it all come out. But nothing scares a woman away more like a guy who, unprovoked, is like, I want to buy you food. I will buy you whatever food you want. Anything you want, I can get that for you. And then it's like, okay, but then he kept, you could tell he was drunk and just kept getting more and more and more aggressive, more and more buck wild. And he just started eventually accosting the white lady working to sell her fucked up ass knockoff Jamaican food. And it's like, come on now. Let's be a little nice to her. Kind of, mostly. Like it got to the point where I was apologizing for him hella because it was unnecessary dumb shit. Like he'd be like, I want another beef patty. Give me four of them. Four of them right now. And she'd be like, "Oh, okay, you would like four of them? And would you like them with paper wrapping or four of them right now?" And I'd be like, "Yo," I'd be like, "I'm so sorry about him. He just had too much to drink. I'm so sorry. You're doing good. Yeah, we'll take the paper wrappings for it, please. Not just in one bag." And eventually, I apologized so much on his behalf that like he got mad at me. He was the dumbass who was standing outside of a food stand as he was like, "Can I get some sauce? Can I get some barbecue sauce or some jerk sauce? Damn, for my jerk chicken patty." And he was like, and she was like, "Oh, actually, the sauces will be over there outside." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm asking you, can I get some sauces?" And then she's just like, "The sauce, we don't have the sauce. They're over. Actually, they're still on your side. They're in. We don't have any in our tent. I'm sorry, I can't give you any." And this nigga just keeps repeating himself like 5 more times until I go, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." And then I just tell her, "I'm so fucking sorry. Ignore him right now." And he got an attitude with me because he didn't like me apologizing on his behalf. But it's like, nigga, you're embarrassing me. So how about shut the fuck up? I don't know how to say it other than shut your fucking whole ass up, sir. And then also, it was funny because in between, sorry, 1 second. Anyway, so in between all the stress, like of him harassing this poor lady, he also got me enough food to feed like a small family, like enough to feed like 3 to 4 people. By the way, it was crazy, and a drink. Nice. He kept being like, "I don't give a fuck about money. I can do anything I want. I work at Union Station. I do this. I make money. I have so much money. I don't give a fuck about money. Ask her for whatever the fuck you like." And then he would then say something like, "I don't do tricking. I don't do this. I don't do that. But I do. If someone's real with me, I'll give them the world." And he kept, and at some point, he just fully leans into me and he does the drunk guy thing where he just unnecessarily leans into me to keep talking at the exact same volume, if not louder, than how he already was. And it's just like, "I would buy you the whole fucking world. There's not anything you want, I'll get it for you. Anything. Any single thing you can think to want, it's coming for you. I will do it for you. Because I got that money. I work at Union Station." And he just kept talking and talking and talking. Always. God fucking. And then eventually, I'm one of those people where I don't care. I will tell you. I don't care who you are. I'll be like, "You're kind of spitting on me." But for him, I said, "You." I was just like, "Hey, you spit a lot when you talk." But it's okay. I've been there before. We've been there before. All that. And I made it clear. It's like I've been. And I was just, because it's like, okay, I'll put it this way. If we were talking perfectly fine from like this much distance, like arm's length or less, and you decide to get in my personal space and then start barking at the exact same volume that I could already hear you at from arm's length, but even louder, you're screaming in my ear, fucking in my eardrum, and spitting all over my ear and neck to brag about how much money you got. And it's like, ironically, trying to ask me to be real with you while also talking on about how much money you have is so fucking stupid. Because it's like, okay, you're coming in with your money. Anyway, let's just say I want you to guess what happened next. This man who kept bragging about, get whatever the fuck you want. I don't care about money. Don't you dare hesitate to ask for something from this lady. Get whatever you want from her. I'm doing this because I care for you. Because I want you to have anything you like. Da 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 da. And talking all sorts of craziness. The way this man, I'll put it this way. He eventually got super pissed at me about the sauces thing, and he was like, I don't need you apologizing for me. I don't gotta apologize for shit. I was just like, oh, yep, here we go. This is exactly why I don't date this demographic. And then he sees the sauces off to the side of the stand, and he's like, oh my fucking god, bro, I don't even want this shit no more. And it's like, why are you angry and yelling? Oh, like what? You like? I guess he feels like a peasant because he has to put his own barbecue sauce on his own food and can't force a white woman to do it. I don't know what you want, buddy. All I know is it was extremely funny. Because then next up, he just kept rambling about his money, how he's got his money, blah, 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 how he works hard for his money. And he was telling me, I buy a new outfit before work every single day. Every single day, I get a whole new outfit. I go out and buy an outfit before each single shift. On God, bruh. And like, as he was saying that, I was like, oh, hey, like, you want to walk around a bit? Like, and eventually he did just keep harping about how much money he had. And I just thought to myself, okay, if this guy wants to just keep distracting me from my annoying other platonic male friend. And he did give me food, but boy, is he annoying. And he pissed me off. I thought to myself, okay. I just straight up asked. I was like, hey, we walked past a stand that had a necklace I really wanted. It was like 20, 25 or so. Will you get it for me? And the way this nigga stared me down on some surprised Pikachu face, just fucking obscenely shocked that the woman he was parading about how money doesn't mean a thing and he wants to buy her the world and cherish her and get her any single thing she wants. Suddenly a $25 necklace is too much. Also, I want you to guess how much these fucking earrings cost. A lot. So it's very funny when you come out looking like, nigga, my eyeliner was 25 fucking dollars. These earrings were easily in the hundreds. And you want to sit here and say you want to give me the world. And then get mad at me for being like, oh, hey, man, who keeps saying you want to buy me anything on this world ever. Would you mind getting me like a cute little necklace that's only like 20 bucks? And he tried to get an attitude with me. And then let's just say he started getting very aggressive and abrasive fast. And no matter how nice I talked to him, he was just getting more and more abrasive and weird. And he was like, nah, I'm real. I ain't mad about that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm real. God got me. I got God. And I am a Christian. And my angel's looking out for me. I don't need to care about nobody else. My angel's got me. And I just looked at him and I said, amen. God bless your soul. Go home safe. God bless. And I just walked away. And I just did the sassiest little walk in my high heels and just strutted away. And I was just like, that was a weird interaction. And then right as I was about to like go find a bus station or whatever to go home, guess what? I immediately get talked to by another man, and it was the 19-year-old who was a respectful gentleman. So much compared to the two other psychos that I was just like, okay, I'm probably still never gonna go on a date with this kid, but you know what? I gave him a compliment and he got my Instagram. He will not get shit else from me. But shout out to him for at least being fucking normal. Because he at least did the right method of, I understand age is an issue for you, but I just want to be polite and say that you are a very beautiful woman. And frankly, just having your attention even for a few seconds is worth it. It's like, see? And he dressed well and his hands were not sticky, mostly. Debatable. I'm just saying, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Don't be like these other stupid ass niggas out here. Be like that 19-year-old. Be a good guy who's sweet and can be normal to women. The other two niggas before that is like, yeah, that one nigga who was like this close to crashing out on me in public for some fucking stupid reason. And then the other one who, yeah, funny enough, the light-skinned dude got mad because I put my number in his phone and had him call me, but I didn't save my contact information or whatever, and he was salty about that. And it's like, I just kept saying, it's like, dude, you already have my phone number, you already got my name, just fucking, you know how to contact me later on, and I'm too lazy to give you any more, like, yeah, simply put, I also just thought to myself, I don't want this nigga to recognize my name. Just nah, I don't know. For so many reasons, I was just like, I'm already kind of over this. Just take the fucking number and hit me up and hope that I even respond, dude. But either way, that nigga gave me an eye roll because eventually I just was giving cues of like fuck off. Like he was ignoring every cue to fuck off until eventually I was just like, just take your phone. Me and my homie are gonna go get some food, and then he did an eye roll and got all salty. Oh no, niggas are weird. And also, it's very funny because these were actually black men. So it's just kind of funny that it's like, I'll put it this way. There's no other way to say it. There's a reason I don't date black guys. Tonight was one of those nights where it's like, yep, exactly. Like, as soon as I wrapped up with the 19-year-old, I was like, I'm taking my ass home. And I decided to just fucking boot on home. And, like, it's like, it was only, like, what, 9 p.m. or something? I was like, fuck this shit. Plus, it didn't help that I was cold and tired. And I had enough fun for an evening. It's like, no, thank you. I will lay my ass down. Which I will also probably do about now. So, wish me luck and talk to you later, babes.